If I took out the father, it was very much clean. It became a story about a mother and daughter, and it became very powerful somehow. I don't know how, but that's what I felt.
Okay. And can you tell me a bit about your character? She's someone, she cares deeply about her mother, but also I felt at some point this need becomes an obsession of sorts. I don't know if you agree.
Yeah, she is actually obsessed about the fact that she wants to keep her mother alive at any cost. But I think we all do in some way or the other. I think this is a universal story. And Saba is actually just another girl, but then again, she has this different kind of shades. Like she wants to do the right thing, and sometimes she's not doing the right thing. Sometimes she's very naive in her decision makings. And sometimes she's even cunning, I would say, or very self-centered. So I felt that this character or Saba is something that I want to portray on screen for my debut because it's multi-layered, and we usually don't see stories where we focus more on the psychological challenges that the caregivers face. We are always focused on who's on the other side. So we always see their point of view, but this is also a difficult task because we know the person we are taking care of, we are giving our 100% to, will actually leave, and we know that fact, but still we on a daily basis we are hustling to keep them alive. So I felt the character had layers and it's something different. Bangladesh did not see this kind of a story before, and I felt that because the fact that this is a personal story, I felt that Maksud would be the best director for this, and with Trilora, the co-writer, and Maksud's wife. So with her around, I could get the inside feelings or emotions that she went through, and maybe that would help me get into the character even more.
But do you like the character? Let's say if you met her in real life, would you be friends with her?
Friends, I love her, but friends like what happened to Monwar, the guy in the movie.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I felt, Saba is a very straightforward and an authentic person, and yeah, maybe she would stab me someday, but still I don't mind being friends.
Okay, good. And tell me a bit, this is a question for both of you, I guess. There is like this element of escapism in the film. All the characters want to escape from something, like Saba wants to escape from having to take care of her mother. Her friend wants to escape the country. The mother wants to escape her body. So tell me a bit about this element.
Yeah, that's very interesting. That's not a very conscious thing. And this is the first time I'm getting this question. You have very good questions, I must say, because we've been doing a lot of press and we get the same questions, but your questions are very well thought out. There is definitely that. I agree. That wasn't a conscious choice. That maybe comes from me as a writer-director. Maybe I want to escape a lot of things these characters are doing, are a reflection of what I feel, maybe. But there is that definite, the mother, she wants to, let go, of whatever condition she is in. Saba wants to let go of the mother, and then, of course, Ankur wants to let go of the country that he's living in. So for me, I was thinking of in terms of letting go, which the movie is about. But when you put it as an element of escaping, I do agree with it. But I will say it wasn't conscious.
Okay. Can you say the same?
Elaborate more on this? Well, I think Maksud has said it all, but then again, the fact that Saba does want to escape what she's going through, and she also doesn't want to, because she is actually in between, dwelling in between the reality and her dreams. And I thought for a person who was going through such a condition, I don't know, even if we rehearsed, I was always confused, a little confused, but about the fact that, if I was in Saba's place, what would I do in my personal life? And I always found the thing that, Saba and me, we are very different. And if this was happening to me in real life, I would have made different choices. But I didn't want to portray myself on the screen, and Saba making different choices was something that I was attracted to. So, but I wouldn't say that she wanted to escape completely, because she wanted to keep her mother alive at any cost. But yeah, there is some kind of escapism involved as well. So I think, a character who's dangling in between is a very challenging character.
And can you tell me a bit, okay, for both of you, how's your cooperation with Mostofa Monwar? So I think it's one of
He's
the
a
best
wonderful,
actors in Bangladesh.
yeah, he's a wonderful co-artist. I think he's the most intense actor in Bangladesh, or on our set as well, because I'm the kind of person who's like, I'm on my phone, I'm talking with people, I'm doing this, that, and then when the camera is rolling, I'm in the character. So I'm like that. I like juggling stuff. But Monwar is like, like he's just into the character. He's not speaking to anyone. He's not eating. He's just, he's smoking. He's taking Maksud to a corner and asking questions. And I'm the complete opposite. I'm like, I don't have any questions. I don't know if the camera is on. I'll surprise you some way or the other. And so I think, this mix and match, it did work, because there's two different people on sets and he's handling both of them. I think that's like two different kind of energies on the set would actually do something good. So I don't know if you have to say anything else about him.
Mostofa Monwar, he's like a wonderful actor, as you have seen. He's like our poster child for independent cinema, art house cinema from Bangladesh. He has done some of the best films that have come out of Bangladesh in the last 5-10 years, at least. And yeah, he's very intense. That's his process. And as a director, I respect the actor's process, because every actor is different, just like every director is different. So Mehazabien would be very chilled, even though we had a very long rehearsal period, like 6 months with the actors, especially with Mehazabien. So we didn't have a lot of questions by the time we got to set, because we explored a lot. But yeah,
Monwar. I have a question for you. Like,
Yes.
what do you prefer? Like chilled
I was going to ask that actually. Yeah.
Actors or intense actors?
Because you are here.
I have to be honest.
No, actually, I prefer. I was having this conversation with my producer, who's doing the BTS behind you. Okay. When we were casting, I like actors who are very different.
Okay.
Right? Then, everyone wants a different. Because, actors, they always want the director's attention in some way, and that is the way it should be. And the directors do want to give actors direction. But if everyone's wanting the same thing, or everyone has the same, everyone's chill on the set, then the energy just falls, right? So I always try to cast different kinds of intensity, different processes that they have, so that it keeps me on my toes as well. So that was an intentional choice on my part when I was casting, to get actors, at least the leading actors, even if we go to the supporting actors, the person who plays Shumon Patwari, the boss, he is known for his comedic roles in Bangladesh, but I wanted him to play, not go for the jokes. If you're funny, you're funny, but don't play the jokes. Okay. So I like that, a wheelhouse of characters, a wheelhouse of actors who have different processes, and I'm like this, have you seen 8.5? Fellini's 8.5.
Yeah.
You remember that scene where he's wearing the hat and he has that whip and he's directing everyone inside the house. I like that. That's one of my favorite films. And everyone is different, but at the same time we're making the same film and everyone's excited to work with each other. I love that energy.
And can you tell me which one was the hardest film to shoot, and also which one was your favorite, let's say?
I just made one film, so.
Scene.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
For me, the hardest scene was probably the scene where, the mother was, should we say spoiler alert?
Okay.
Okay.
You said it, so yeah.
Yeah, I just said it, spoiler alert. So, the Saba is saying goodbye to her mother towards the end, right? That was a very hard scene for us. just gave away the story. So yeah, like for me that was very hard. Especially because Mehazabien went to a. I remember the first time. Do you remember the first meeting we had? I told her like, you're a fantastic actress, fabulous actress, but you know that you're a fabulous actress, right? You've been doing this for a long time, so you can go to a set and give your, not bring your A game, not dig deep enough, and you can probably go by because you're still better than anyone else, right? And the director will be very happy, but I won't be happy. You have to dig very deep and go there. And I remember we had those conversations during the rehearsals as well. I don't know how much it was affecting her at that time, but when we did the scene, just before the scene, I saved a specific story for her that I knew that everyone was reacting to. And I told her that story, and I told her that this is the scene you go to wherever letting go is like, letting go means to you personally. And she went there. And that was very emotional for me as a director and everyone on the set, and of course for her. And that was a hard scene because of the emotional reasons, and also because my mother-in-law, she was struggling with her life at that time. So yeah, that was the hardest for me.
And you?
I think the answer would be the same because I think we shot this towards the end of the movie. We kept it for the last part because we wanted to go through the whole journey so that we also felt comfortable in the characters, and we actually, like, over the period of time, we would feel what the relationship was about, and we wanted to feel comfortable in the house and everything around us, or with the other characters as well. So we saved it for the very end, and Maksud said that he wants to do that in a single take. So that was very challenging because he was saying that you have to give it all, you have to do it in a single take. So it was a little like pressurizing, to be very honest. That I also understood the fact that this is the scene where people would actually feel whatever they can feel for their mother. They would remember their mother. If their mothers are alive, they would go to them, and on the very day that they see the movie, and hug or talk or say something personal. Because I think the relationship between children and the parents, I think it's a very complex relationship, because we do love our parents, but we hardly say that to them. And in the same way, I think our parents love us, and it's not like every day they come and hug us or tell us that, you mean the world to me. So we wanted the audience to feel that and open up a little more to their parents. And so yeah, I think this was the scene. In every movie, I feel, you just have to have that one scene where that actually defines the movie. So for me, I think this was the scene, and we did try to dig deep into it, and this was the most difficult part.
One more question. Okay. And can you tell me what are you working on next, perhaps?
Of course, I'm working on a couple of scripts. I can't give away the scripts because they're top secret. But I have two feature films in Bangladesh that I'm working on, which is like a trilogy based on the same character, Saba.
Really?
But like the names might be different, but she, like, the only common thing in the stories is that like she had an accident early on in her life with her mother, and her mother is paraplegic, but the settings are different. So like say one is called Raya's Wedding, because she's getting married, and the name of the character is Raya, and she has a huge family, and she's from an affluent family. And the other one is called Baby Moon, where the character, we haven't named it yet, is going on a baby moon, like a honeymoon trip, when she's pregnant with her husband, and the husband is having an affair. and she's trying to save the marriage.
Well, you said you're not going to reveal anything.
You can see the film now. I don't need to make it.
You will be cooperating in these films?
But I don't know, like, you might change me because I'm too chilled.
Okay.
But I don't know, I would love to.
And you, what are you working on next then?
So for me, I'm having a film released this month, hopefully, in Bangladesh. The name is Priyo Maloti, and it went to Cairo Film Festival. That was last month, and it did go to International Film Festival of India. So that's also going through festivals, and we are working towards the national release right now. So I'm excited for that. That is also a very challenging character set in Bangladesh. So yeah, that's my upcoming
So
movie.
you like challenging characters, right?
I don't want to do something that is very regular, something that I have done before. So, you know, that's why maybe I'm working very less these days. But if you can bring something very good to the table, maybe I'll be like collaborating with you then.
Okay, great. I guess
Thank
that's
you
it.
so much for
very
having us. Thank you.